Hello, this is Eric with Eric's Auctions Tips, and what I want to do is walk you through a recent eBay transaction and show you what my profit really looked like. So it's just important to really understand your different costs when you're selling on eBay because um, there are fees, there are costs to ship, there's just managing all this so that it doesn't really eke into your profit. But let me show you, we'll just walk through an example. These pair of Keen sandals I picked up at a yard sale for $3.50. And I turned around and put them on eBay, and they sold for, I think, around $21. But for this illustration purposes, I'm going to just start off with a round number of $20. So let's say that I buy these for $3.50. I've got this down in my cost here. And the eBay, I put them on eBay, and they sell for $20. And then there's $7.76 postage that I pass along to my my buyer, and I get, I collect $27.76. And you say, wow, versus just paying $3.50 for an item, that's a pretty good little profit, and it is. But we got to talk about our fees. Now, this is the eBay insertion fee of 50 cents. eBay has a thing where if your first 50 auctions are free. So unless you're just a really avid eBayer, you're probably not going to have this fee at all. But I will sell over 50 items a month. So if you're really active, you will start getting into these fees. Okay, so let's just assume that we got to pay the fee of 50 cents. The postage, which I did collect from the buyer, but I still have to pay. So these kind of offset right here. But I do want to include it in my cost because I included it in my total income, right? The final value fee. The final value fee is 9% of what you collect, inclusive of postage. Okay, so that's you got to be careful. That can add up. That's going to be $2.50. Again, that's not bad for selling something. In the grand scheme of things, I don't have to. $3 to sell a $20 item. I'll do that all day long if I'm making a profit. PayPal transaction fees. This is an approximate. It's really, the fees there are generally around 3% of the total transaction. Again, the total inclusive of shipping, and then plus 30 cents per transaction. So that's what that formula is. Basically, is 30% of this number plus 30 cents. And then, like I said, the cost of the item was $3.50. So my total cost, the total money that went out of my pocket, was $15.39. The total money that came into my account was $27.76. My net profit was $12.37. I'm fine with that. That's cool. That was an easy transaction for me to do. I spent a little time taking the pictures. I put the auction up. I spent some time at the yard sale. I picked up some other things. And, it was fun, and it wasn't like, it was something I didn't enjoy doing. But, I made $12.37. Again, I'm okay with that because I'm doing a lot of these transactions, and I can kind of batch them together and save on time. But it's a little deceiving. When I first saw, oh, I sold this for 20 bucks, and I only paid $3.50 for them. You got an idea that you made, what's that, $16, $16.50. But in reality, it comes down to something a little less. So that's just something to keep in mind when you're doing eBay transactions, to get an idea of what your actual profit's going to be. Hope that helps. Thanks.